What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting a new series, the knot series. It's going to be going over a bunch of different knots and stuff and how to tie them and why you should use that particular knot. So if that's something you're interested in, just hit the subscribe button, that bell notification so you don't miss out. Anyway, let's get right to it. Today we're going to be going over the Palomar knot and why I really like it. So just to give you guys a better view, we'll bring you guys in a little closer and check it out. All right, let's get started with the Palomar knot. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the line, I'm going to put it through the eye of the hook. You can take the line and bend it and try to get it through that way. I don't like to do that only because it makes it a little harder later on with the break inside of the line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the line, I'm going to put it through the back part of the hook like this. I like to do this just because when you're setting the hook, you're obviously up, so you're going to be pulling the hook this way and it's going to hit the roof of the fish's mouth, giving you a little bit better hook-up ratio, where if you had the hook like this and this was the knot, you're pulling down like that, so it's going to hit the bottom part of the fish's mouth, which I don't like. I mean, I could be wrong, but superstition, right? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it through the eye of the hook. Then I'm going to take this end here, and I'm just going to put it back through the eye of the hook. So basically what you're going to get is a loop on one side, and there's going to be the main line and then the tag end on the other side. So in order to get more line, if you need a little bit more, you're just going to pull on the one side that has the line on it and not the tag end, and you can get yourself a little bit more. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the side with the tag end and the line and the side with the hook, and I'm just going to make an overhand knot out of these two. So I'm just going to take that one underneath the other, put this loop through that hole, and just a simple overhand knot like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this loop here. I'm going to leave this not so tight because you don't really want that tight, because we're going to need a little bit more out of this loop here. So I'm just going to take this loop and I'm going to put it around the hook like that. So I don't know if you guys can see, but it just goes through like that. Put it around that hook. And then all you have to do is just grab the top with the tag end and the line, and you're just going to pull that tight. And now at this point, you're just going to want to add a little saliva or something onto that knot. Basically, the reason you do that is if you have a little friction between the knots, what's going to wind up happening is as they're tightening down, it's going to rub on it and it's going to take away from the line. So if you add a little lubrication on it, then they can slide nice and tight, and then the knot will seat better and it'll actually be a better knot. Just a little lubrication on that knot, and then we just have to pull tight, push this knot down, something like that. And then all you have to do is find that tag end, separate these two, take the tag end, cut that off, and then you have your Palomar knot. As you can see, there's two lines underneath that hook, which I think make it a little bit stronger than your other knots, like the improved clinch knot and stuff like that. It gives it a little bit added strength. So there you go. All right, and that's pretty much it for the Palomar knot. Again, the reason that I really like the Palomar knot is because, like, over the improved clinch knot or anything like that, it puts two pieces of line underneath the hook eye. I think it just gives it a little bit more added strength. This way, instead of relying on that one piece of line, there's two pieces of line to hold that little bit of extra weight. So if you got a 10-pound line or lower, you know, something small like that, at least it gives it a little bit added strength on there. So that's why I like this personally. The only issue that you have is like, so when you're doing the loop around the hook, it's pretty simple, but let's say you have a big jerk bait or something like that. You're making a rather large hoop in order to get around the lure, which makes a lot of tag end, which you cut off, which in turn you do that a lot. You end up losing a lot of line in the long run. So that's the only reason I really don't like the Palomar knot, but I usually use it anyway just because I like the strength. So that's it for this week's edition. See you guys next time.